South African President Cyril Ramaphosa delivered a powerful and impassioned address at the UN General Assembly, capturing the attention of world leaders and delegates alike.
He strongly condemned Israel's military actions in Gaza, describing them as disproportionate and inhumane.
Ramaphosa's words resonated deeply with the international community, drawing applause and support from many delegates present.
He passionately called for an immediate end to the violence and a just resolution to the conflict, emphasizing the need for dialogue and mutual understanding.
Ramaphosa's speech poignantly highlighted the plight of the Palestinian people, especially the innocent children and families caught in the crossfire.
He emphasized the urgent need for a peaceful solution, urging all parties to come to the negotiating table and work towards a sustainable peace.
The South African president reiterated his country's unwavering support for Palestine, drawing on South Africa's own history of struggle and resilience.
He urged the international community to take concrete steps towards achieving a lasting peace in the region, stressing that words must be matched with actions.
The situation in Gaza is dire, with widespread destruction and a humanitarian crisis unfolding. Innocent civilians are bearing the brunt of the conflict, facing unimaginable hardships and suffering. Ramaphosa's speech served as a poignant reminder of the human cost of this ongoing crisis, urging the world to not turn a blind eye. His words were a powerful call to action for the international community, imploring them to work together to bring about peace and justice for all affected. Ramaphosa drew parallels between the situation in Palestine and South Africa's own experience with apartheid.
He highlighted the systematic discrimination and oppression faced by Palestinians.
This comparison resonated deeply with those familiar with South Africa's history.
He condemned the demolition of Palestinian homes and the expansion of Israeli settlements. These actions, he argued, constitute a form of apartheid.
He called on the international community to recognize the parallels and act accordingly.
The South African president spoke from a place of experience and understanding. He reminded the world that the fight for justice and equality is universal.
Ramaphosa's words were a powerful indictment of the current situation in Palestine. Ramaphosa emphasized South Africa's commitment to international law and the pursuit of justice.
He highlighted the importance of the International Court of Justice. He believes it can play a crucial role in holding perpetrators of human rights violations accountable.
South Africa believes in using legal mechanisms to prevent atrocities.
The ICJ can provide a platform for seeking redress for victims of injustice.
Ramaphosa called for greater cooperation with the court.
He emphasized that no nation is above the law. Ramaphosa urged all countries to respect international law and support the work of the ICJ.
This stance reflects South Africa's commitment to a rules-based international order.
Gaza, a humanitarian crisis unfolding. The images we see are heart-wrenching and demand our immediate attention. The situation in Gaza is truly dire. The relentless bombings have left families homeless and communities shattered. The widespread destruction, loss of life, and suffering of innocent civilians paint a grim picture. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and the injured are in desperate need of care. We must call for an immediate ceasefire and ensure unimpeded access for humanitarian aid. Every moment of delay costs lives and deepens the crisis. The collective punishment of the Palestinian people cannot be tolerated. Voices around the world are rising in solidarity, demanding justice and peace. There is an urgent need for food, water, and medical supplies in Gaza. The basic necessities of life are in short supply, and the people are suffering. The international community must respond swiftly and generously to this humanitarian crisis. Coordinated efforts are essential to provide the needed relief.
The situation in Gaza demands immediate attention. The scale of devastation is immense, and the human toll is unbearable. President Ramaphosa's words serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of this conflict. His call for action resonates with the urgency of the situation. He appealed to the world's conscience, urging immediate action to alleviate the suffering in Gaza. The time to act is now, before more lives are lost.
Towards a just and lasting peace, a call to action. As I conclude my speech, I urge the international community to work towards a just and lasting peace in the Middle East. This region has been plagued by conflict for far too long, and it is our collective responsibility to bring about a resolution that respects the rights and aspirations of all people involved. This peace must be based on a two-state solution, with an independent Palestinian state and East Jerusalem as its capital. Such a solution is not only fair, but also essential for the stability and prosperity of the entire region. We must also call for the release of all Palestinian prisoners and an end to the blockade of Gaza. These actions are crucial steps towards building trust and fostering a climate where peace can truly take root.
The South African president's speech was a powerful reminder of the unfinished business of our time. His words resonated deeply, highlighting the urgent need for global solidarity and action. He challenged the world to live up to its responsibility to uphold human rights and strive for peace. The call to action was clear. We must not be passive observers, but active participants in the quest for justice. President Ramaphosa's words offered a glimmer of hope for a better future for both Palestinians and Israelis. His vision of a world where children from both sides can play together in peace is one we must all work towards. It is a vision that requires courage, commitment, and unwavering dedication to the principles of justice and equality.